The Orlando Magic fell 127-112 to the Atlanta Hawks tonight at the State Farm Arena, leaving Orlando at 3-4 on the season, and Atlanta improving to 3-4 as well. It was a game marked by Atlanta's early surge and Orlando's inability to cut into the deficit despite a strong showing in the second half. The Magic were competitive in the third and fourth quarters, scoring 30 and 35 points respectively, but Atlanta's offensive efficiency was just too much to overcome. Welcome to the Hardwood Report. I'm Ryder Bullock. Paolo Banchero led the Magic with 22 points, converting 6 of 16 from the field and 10 of 12 from the free throw line. He had a solid presence on the boards, but Orlando's overall shooting struggled, hitting just 43.4% from the floor, 32.4% from beyond the arc. The Magic did control the glass, 41-34, including 14 offensive rebounds, but turnovers and Atlanta's scoring bursts kept them at arm's length. For the Hawks, Zach Rasheer paced the scoring. 21 points on 7 of 14 shooting, going a perfect 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. Atlanta shot a scorching 55.6% from the field, including 43.3% from the three-point range. The Hawks' fast break game was relentless, producing 23 points in transition compared to Orlando's 14, and their defense generated 11 steals and 6 blocks, keeping the Magic off balance at crucial stretches. Atlanta jumped out to an early 32-23 lead in the first quarter and never looked back, putting a 25-point advantage at one point. Orlando chipped away in the second half, but could not overcome the deficit. The game featured a combined 19 turnovers for both sides, with points off turnovers nearly even, 21-24, in favor of Atlanta. Orlando now heads back home looking to regroup and find consistency, while Atlanta will be hitting the road. The Magic will need more efficiency from Banchero and better perimeter shooting if they hope to climb back above 500. Getting you set for the Thunder as they roll into the LA at a perfect 7-0, the league's last undefeated team, while the Clippers are 3-2 and still searching for early consistency. Oklahoma City continues to play with balance and purpose, averaging 120 points per game while holding opponents under 110. They get 51 a night in the paint and lead the league in fast break efficiency. They simply do not beat themselves. Now the Clippers, 50 wins last season. They've been solid defensively, but they're still ironing out their rotations. Tonight they'll need to slow the tempo, win the rebounding battle, and keep the Thunder off the foul line. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander proving why he was the MVP last year and could be the MVP again this year. 29 points a game, remarkable efficiency, and a presence that steadies this young roster. Beside him, Chet Holmgren's rim protection and touch around the basket have been relentless. For Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard and Ivica Zubac anchor a roster still blending youth veterans and new rotations. It's early, but nights like this help define who they'll become. The Clippers are monitoring guards, Kobe Sanders with a knee, Jordan Miller with a hamstring, both listed day to day. The Thunder enter short-handed, Nikola Topic out with a groin, Jalen Williams out with a wrist, Kendrick Williams out with a knee, Thomas Sorber out for the season with the knee, and then A.J. Mitchell, Jalen Williams, and Lugnitz Dort are all game-time decisions. So depth will be tested again for Oklahoma City. More on this game in a moment, but first a look around the league. Over in Toronto, the Raptors delivered a statement win over the Milwaukee Bucks, throttling them to a 128-100 win. Scotty Barnes and R.J. Barrett each scored 23 points, and Emmanuel Quickley and Sandro Mamukovsky added 15 apiece as Toronto claimed its third straight victory. The Raptors posted their largest margin of victory this season, surpassing a previous 20-point win at Atlanta back in late October. Toronto's Jacob Poltelli returned after missing 3 games with a sore lower back, contributing 8 points and 9 rebounds in just 20 minutes. And Scotty Barnes, who left midway through the second quarter with a strained thumb, returned after x-rays came back negative, finishing the night shooting 9 of 16 from the field and 3 of 5 from long range. For Milwaukee, it was a rough night. Giannis Antetokounmpo led the Bucks with 22 points, while Kyle Kuzma added 18 and Cole Anthony 12. The Bucks shot just 11 of 38 from three-point range, their fewest made long balls of the season. It was Milwaukee's most lopsided loss of the campaign, eclipsing their previous 5-point loss to Cleveland on October the 26th. Looking ahead, Milwaukee will host the Chicago Bulls on Friday, while the Raptors begin a 5-game road swing starting at Atlanta the same night. Toronto has looked sharp early, a team capable of surpassing in the Eastern Conference, and Barnes' performance showing they're getting contributions across the roster. All right, folks, let's get into the main event Tuesday night in Inglewood. Tip-off just moments away, and we've got a Western Conference showdown you do not want to miss. The Oklahoma City Thunder 7-0 taking on the Los Angeles Clippers 3-2. You heard me. And the reigning champs are perfect to start the season, tying their franchise best from last year. But they're coming in shorthanded, and that's where the intrigue begins. Let's break it down. The team by team, keys to the game, and who I like to come out on top tonight. So Thunder keys to the game. First up, the Thunder. The team is loaded with talent, but let's be honest, they've been dealing with injuries left and right. Nikola Topic out, Jalen Williams out, Kendrick Williams is out, Thomas Sorber lost for the season, and yet they're 7-0. So number one, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the guy has to carry the squad tonight. He's motivated. He's facing his old team, and he knows how he gets up from these matchups. If SGA is on, the Thunder are on. Key two, Asia Mitchell, young guy, been scoring in double figures in all 7 games, but his efficiency has developed and dipped a bit late in the week. Clippers defense is tough, so can he keep his cool in the spotlight? That's a must-watch. And key number 3, three-point shooting. The Thunder were horrendous from deep in October, but they won 20 for 41 in the first November game. They keep that perimeter hot, especially with guys like Jalen Williams and Holmgren. They're going to be a force. The Clippers will defend all over the floor, and they will get dizzy quick. Now let's flip over to the Clippers. First key for LA, contain Shai. If the Clippers let him roam and dictate the pace, this game could get ugly fast. Defensive rotations have to be crisp. Second key, stay out of foul trouble. Last season, they averaged 18.3 fouls per game. Too many freebies for a team like the Thunder, who excel at converting turnovers into points. And third key, handle the pace. The Thunder are fast. They're scoring in transition, averaging over 16 fast break points per game last season. If the Clippers can slow it down, control the tempo, and again, get stops in the paint, they have a shot at pulling this one out, especially at home. Tonight's pick and play, the Thunder are facing a back-to-back for the Clippers. Travel, fatigue, injuries, but this is a championship caliber team. SGA is going to have his way. The young guns are going to contribute, and Oklahoma City has that chip on their shoulder. They want to make history with an 8-0 start. I think they do it. My pick, Thunder cover the 5.5. Over-under looks fine at 224.5, but I like the pace. The scoring machines are going to put on a show. Expect SGA to flirt with 30, Holmgren to flirt with 25, and the young guys to keep this ship steady on the road. Clippers will fight. They're at home, but this one ends with Oklahoma walking out with another win. So strap in, folks. This is going to get a good game. This is going to be a good game, a late-night thriller in the City of Angels. Shai, Holmgren, Mitchell, watch the fireworks. That'll do it for us. We'll see you at halftime.